What's going on, guys? Mini Call here, coming at you with another video today. Just coming at with the daily objectives. Kind of just looking here. So my dailies did refresh. It's roughly about 3:30 that the dailies are refreshing Central Time. So just looking at that, so essentially your dailies that you're going to get kind of on the regular basis. So you've got the 3 matches, the 1 match, the 25 knockouts, the 15 knockouts, the 5 knockouts. Obviously I did those in reverse order. And then you're going to get kind of 3 random additional dailies. One of them is going to be based off of a team. So in this case, I have an Avengers one. The second one is the next 2 rather are going to be character based. So I've got Red Skull and Loki are my 2 characters. So we're just going to kind of go in here and get this match going. And I'm going to kind of go in with my earlier strategy of bringing in 3 of my strong characters that work really well, and then 2 of my other characters for this Avenger one. Now, lucky for me, Avengers is definitely a kind of stronger team in regards to the fact that it does include Thor and Captain America. So I'm going to bring them in, and we are going to go into our fights. And then what I'll also do is, this probably will be a 2-parter just based off of time, but what I will also do is I'm going to go in and do those 2 character traits as well. Now, just to give some of the, I guess, different traits that are popping up on Dracarys for his daily today, his trait 1 is actually do 30 legendary abilities. So that could definitely be a little bit harder for a newer player that maybe doesn't have any legendary characters. But, again, like I said, you can actually, for the most part, if you're able to do all of your dailies, you should be able to get to the 100 milestone mark on that calendar. So going in here, this looks like this is going to be a pretty easy fight. I'm actually going to try to get them to live just a little bit longer, as I would like my Avengers to attack as many times as possible. However, that probably is not going to be the case here. I can probably get one more attack in, and actually I should have taunted with Captain America. Not that that would have made a difference, but so right there we got 3 little energy in for the Avengers, plus I was able to get 5 knockouts and a win, so kind of a nice combo on that one. We're just going to kind of keep on going through, see what kind of matches we get. Like I said, it's showing 3 and 30 right now, so we're doing, we're off to a good start. I would actually like to fight a stronger opponent. That way it does last a little bit longer. So boom, right here we've got a full Asgardian team. Kind of roughly about the same power. So we'll see actually how my little baby Avengers do against the Asgardians, as well as my symbiotes. Symbiotes should be able to kind of handle them pretty well. I think I'm going to go after Hela first, and then probably Thor, is I think how I want to go about and do this. But let's just see how it goes. We are waiting for our opponent to go, so that's always fun. All right, boom. Match is getting started. So I'm finding that now that the queues are kind of not taking as long, as well as the matchups are a little bit more even for the most part, I am finding that the PvP stuff is going pretty quickly now that everything is kind of matched up pretty fairly. I'm not too sure what's going on with my opponent here, certainly cutting into my time. All right, boom, we are on the offensive. I think actually I'm rethinking, let's go after Thor first. We don't want him kind of popping off and doing his AoE as often as he does. So let's get Thor down really quick. I would say it looks like, I'm actually kind of not sure. I'm not too sure if this person has it on auto or if they are just using, like, actually attacking. Yeah, not too sure about that. But sadly, Captain America did just die, so that was a little unfortunate. We will get the taunt off Sif and then go for back to Thor and see what we can do to him. So we are getting him popped down. Now this kind of goes back to my strategy that I was using in that last video I posted, just as far as how I'm getting these milestones done, even with some weaker characters. And like I said, luckily for the most part, my symbiotes can normally handle most teams. Sometimes it's a little closer than others. Sometimes it, is kind of easy breezy. So this one we are now down to a 3v3, not counting Greg. So I think I should be able to win this fight, which will again get me towards those 15 knockouts. I wasn't counting too well, but I think my Avengers got in at least 2 attacks, maybe 3. So we'll kind of see at the end the grand total of things. But yeah, so we'll just kind of keep going. We will hopefully, I'm thinking, all right, we are now down to a 2v3 in my favor. So I would say this match should be an easy win on my part. We'll just kind of finish this up, and actually my opponent quit, which to me, I'm not a big fan of the people that are kind of like rage quitting, because number one, I missed out on 2 knockouts, and if I was using my symbiotes, say for their attacks, I basically lost out on that as well. But so we'll go in with our next fight. And we are doing pretty good time-wise. Definitely I will cut this video off at the 15-minute mark just because that is what is allowed on YouTube. So again, we are going up against a fairly even power level team. I've got about 6k on them. They have got kind of a little bit of a hodgepodge team, so this should be a pretty easy fight for me. I think I will probably go after Captain Marvel first, just because she is the strongest one showing on the field, and we will just kind of go from there. So sadly, she did nuke away Captain America, which certainly kills my Avenger thing, but that's okay. We still have Thor on the field. We're going to try to keep Thor alive as long as possible. And I just realized I said I was going to go after Captain Marvel first, and I am targeting poor Crystal over here. So I think I'm going to just finish off Crystal, and then I will go towards Captain Marvel. Hopefully, we can get Thor to live for at least one more turn prior to him being murdered. All right, boom, good. So at least we got 2 attacks, which is kind of always my, minimum goal. And again, I realized I said I was going to get rid of Captain Marvel, but I mean, now it just seems like it's easier to kill everyone else, and we'll save Marvel for last. Um, yeah, so kind of just with that, things change, or at least, my scattered brain things change. So just kind of going in, we'll just finish off the fight and just kind of go normal, and we'll see what happens with the rest of them. I'm thinking Thor can definitely get at least 1 to 2 more attacks, depending on who Captain Marvel targets. So we'll see. That's a little bit RNG slash maybe player based, depending on if this player is actually playing. So actually pretty good. So she went after Captain Marvel, so I am liking that. So my Thor should be able to get at least definitely 1 more attack in, bringing my Avenger attacks up to 4. And at that point, we will be doing pretty good, I'd say. I would say this is probably a human player playing, as they are targeting my anti-venom, which seems definitely more human-based than AI-based. So boom, we are doing pretty good. So that was, I think, 2 wins and 1 loss, if I am remembering correctly. So let's keep on going. So at that point, we did get 3 Avenger battle uses. So super good on that. We are at 8 and 30. Just kind of keep this going and just keep on going along. Now, also something to keep in mind as you're doing these dailies, if you haven't actually finished your weekly events, like you are still working towards that, so that is awesome. And so yeah, so you can certainly keep working towards those weekly knockouts. Like I said, it caps out at its 550, so that is quite a bit up there. I was able to do it in about 2 days on all the accounts, just from kind of some downtime at work, and just kind of what I was able to do. So certainly think that 550 is doable, especially if you are doing your dailies. So anyway, as we continue our little fight, so this time we are actually on the right side, which for whatever reason still throws me off quite a little bit. I'm happy that Captain America and Thor both survived the initial turn, so I should hopefully be able to get at least 2 attacks in from both Captain America and Thor, and we will keep on going. I think I'm going to go after Baron Zemo next. Yeah, let's go for Zemo. And at this point now, I am thinking that Thor and Captain America should be able to live and both each get at least 1 more turn. So that will bring up the turns for this one up to 4, which is always awesome. Um, Obviously, the more attacks you are able to do, the better. So, we'll finish off this fight, and this will be another quick win for us. And I think I will do one more fight and then cut this video off and then start part two and see just how far we can go with the requirements and just kind of keep on going along. So, boom, that's another easy win for us. And again, I was pretty overpowered on that one. I had them by, about 80k and with a large amount of characters. But we are still doing really good. We are almost at our 25 knockouts already. We have almost finished we're just about halfway to our Avenger mark. So, we were able to get 15 of those in just about, almost, we'll say 10 minutes. So these dailies certainly don't have to take a lot of time. Looks like I got matched with the exact same person. So we will see what they do. They might just quit, or we'll see if it's an identical matchup. So good for them. They didn't rage quit, which kudos. For us, this should be basically the exact same fight we just did. I think this time I will target Zemo first and just kind of get rid of him a little bit earlier. Again, my Thor and Captain America are staying alive, which is what we want, as I am really just looking for those Avengers to kind of do damage. So we'll go in, we will heal block Hela, take her out pretty quickly. And yeah, nice, another easy win for us this time. Looks like he is going after my Scream pretty hard, but that's all right. No big deal there. Let's go ahead and get rid of X-23. She will do kind of those big hits towards the damaged people, and I don't want her killing Thor or Captain America. So we will go in, take out her, get in with another Captain America attack, and go in, and we will finish off this fight real quick. So again, this is just kind of showing, I guess, a little bit my strategy as far as dealing with the trait characteristic. As you just saw, was able to do a quick set of fights and some easy wins, one semi-loss, and I'd say that took just roughly, about 13 minutes, and we are already at the halfway mark. Again, using 3 of my strongest characters and 2 of my traded characters. So I'm going to cut the video off here and look for part 2 in just a few minutes. Thank you so much for watching. Please like and subscribe if you found this video helpful, and feel free to reach out to me on Discord at Khaleesi, in-game, mini call, Jakars, or Khaleesi if you have any additional questions. Look for part 2 in just a few minutes.